Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Justine and I'm with my friend here.
Hi, my name is Neely.
Today we are talking about international students studying and working here in Canada, pros and cons about it. So I have several questions that I'm going to ask my friend here and we are going to answer them. So the first question is, how did you find Canada when you reached here as a newcomer?
To start with, my name is Neely. Hey guys. And how did I find Canada? Well, of course I find it marvelous. I actually came in May, I'm sorry. And of course it was a little bit warm. I found it quite a bit not really warm, like it was a bit chilly. But after
true.
2 weeks, it was a bit warm. And I was in Montreal. I was just in my sister's room and apartment actually, and was kind of cold, but then at the same time warm. And I was just binge watching on Netflix the whole time. So I didn't really have a lot to say about it. But overall, I would say that it was marvelous. I just loved the whole experience. For me, just coming here in Canada. But what do you think about that for you? When you reach here in Canada?
For me, it was nice, but I didn't have many friends, so I was mostly in the house. It was cold, but it was also warm because for me, I came in July. It was warm and it was nice, and it was a small city, which I like, because where I used to live was a big city and I didn't like that. So for me, the small city was perfect for me.
Okay.
So I have the second question for you, which is, did you find school here confusing compared to others?
It was a bit, but then as I said, I had a sister here, even though she was in Montreal. I feel like she just helped me with all of my transition. Mostly when I think about school, I remember when I was here in May, by July, I had I studied at the Mount, so I had my Moodle set up, I had my Mount set up email, I had everything that I wanted. I knew all those courses that I had to study, was all in place. So the only thing I had to worry about was just meeting my professors, and she told me that in order for you to be able to transition well, work well with others, your teammates, your classmates, your professors, you just have to be ready and active about it. I'm naturally a social person, so just talking to people, talking to my professors was something that that came out easier for me. So I found it quite challenging, but at the same time, since I already knew what I was doing, and my sister had introduced me to everything, it was very easy. Even though it was diversified, it wasn't quite as hard as I expected it to be.
But what about school? Did school help you out? You know, for me, when I started coming here, school never did anything for me. My first time was the worst. I didn't know my classes. I had to ask some other students were together. No profs would tell you this is your class or whatever. I didn't even know where registration was until someone told me it was. So do you think school helps international kids when they start here if you're not living in the school?
I don't think it does. But then more so, it's more about coming into the orientation. I feel if I didn't come into the orientation, because I don't think all students are able to come into the orientation week. And I was able, fortunately, I was able to come to the orientation week. So I was able to go to see which building was in which, let's say, we have a lot of, buildings in, Mount St. Vincent University. So it was, Seton Building, Everestis Building, there was Assisi Building. So, remembering all those buildings by memory, it was fucking hard. But luckily, I was able to remember all of them. And I was able to just process them all into my mind because I had a lot of classes altogether.
For me, I find it challenging for everybody, especially if you don't have anybody here, you're a newcomer, you don't know what you're doing. So for me, it was hard. So anyone who wants to come here, just know you have to go to orientation before you start your school, your studies. So you will know actually where your classes are, whatever, or how to apply for your classes. The third question is, how do you compare Canada to other countries that you have been to? If they say Uganda, you have been to Uganda, schools there and everything, how do you compare it to here?
I feel in general, Canada is a very beautiful country. The only thing that I kind of not really hate about it, or maybe I would say international students hate about it, is the coldness. The winter, it's not the best thing you can deal with.
Yep.
But apart from that, it's the best country you can ever be in. People, they are mostly in Halifax, of course. Someone who has been in Halifax, like in the Eastern Province, Atlantic Province, they should be able to know that part, they're definitely lovely people there. So that's all I can say about it.
For me, I love it. That's the truth. I do. And people are nice and they are welcoming and everything. But comparing like to African countries,
what about the cold?
Yeah, I hate the cold.
Definitely.
Not everybody does because you can fall down. But me, I like Africa because it's warm. Like you are home, you are with people you love and everything. So for me, I'll choose Africa over every country. But compared to other countries I've been going to, like Dubai, India, whatever, I'll say Canada is the best. So
definitely.
For me, Canada is the best. Even with schools, they're good. They try. So the fourth question is, how is searching a job? How was it for you? And what was your experience? Like
for me?
Yeah.
You mean for me? I'm a very social person, as I said before. So searching for a job in here in Canada wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Because I interact with people, so if it's like an interview or anything, they ask me a question, I'm gonna be truthful, I'm gonna be just all about me, what I think about it. So it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Like, as long as you're honest, you tell all you think about, like everything's gonna be the experience, what you've done so far. I think like it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Just be truthful.
How long did it take you to find a job?
I think it took me about a month.
It took me 6 months. No, 6. Yeah, 6 months. Because I came here in July. I got a job in January.
But then again, I think it depends on the province. Like when I first came here in Canada, I was in Montreal. So it was only a month. But truth be told, when I came in Halifax,
it took you 1 year.
It took me not a year, but like 7 months, I would say. Because I got a job in like March and I got here in September. So it was about 6 to 8 months.
But your first time you were not working.
Well, my first time I didn't really think of working since I really wanted to focus on my studies, which I don't think I can, like, if possible, I would advise you to try to do that, but it's my opinion.
Yeah. So the fifth question is, was your first job challenging? Like when you started working, how was it compared to other jobs or compared to other people you have had talking about their jobs and stuff?
I would say that my first job was very challenging, but that's because I was a student. Yeah. And since we're talking about international students and everything, I would say it was very challenging because working and studying at the same time. I was studying at first, and my grades were wonderful, and then as soon as you start working, they just drop.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you don't have enough time, like, to kind of manage everything all together. But like working itself, it's okay. But doing it together, it's pretty hard. You just gotta be able to like manage your time.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, managing your time, your studies and everything. So, how did you like Canada now that you've been here for a long time? So how do you like it now? Job, school, you're about to finish your school. How do you like it now?
I actually like it. The job, working, being busy, everything is wonderful. The only thing, as I said before, as I started, the only bad thing about it is the cold.
Yep,
but apart from that, it's wonderful. Yep, it's a beautiful country to be in.
The last question I have for you. Is working and studying a challenging thing for you? If yes, why?
It is, of course, it's a yes. Why is because I don't know if it's everything for like, because I've talked to other business let's say students who are doing an undergrad in business as opposed to students who are doing an undergrad in science. It's different. So I'm a science student, so doing work and science is very hard.
That's true. Because
not only do I need to do a class, but I need to do a lab for it. So I need to take time to sit and write a whole lab report. It's really hard, and I would advise anyone who wants to do, let's say, if you want to do science, see if you can try to focus on like just doing science, like doing less hours, because the more hours I did, the more challenging it was for me.
But when you're a student here, you have to work part-time. So if you have a good place you're working in as a job, you usually have 18 hours or 15 hours. So sometimes it's easy to manage it, but also it can be hard.
Definitely.
Especially when you have so many classes in school. If you have
Sure.
5 classes, that's crazy. That's what I'm doing, but it's bad.
Yeah, definitely. I would say to a student who's doing like a science course to maybe just do 4 courses, because you can do 2 labs at least in 4 courses, and then work. Like, because my work, they asked me to do like almost like 20 hours. So that's the most you can do as a science student. When you do more, it's just very challenging for you to find time to study, time to work, time to rest, time to hang out with friends so you can relax your mind. Like at least 60 hours you need to counter in. So yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you for being with me here. So
welcome.
please, thank you for everybody who's going to watch this video, and please subscribe and like the video and leave a comment if you can. So thank you very much, and thank you. Good night. Bye bye.
Peace out.